In a short demonstration, I'm just going to show you how to, or how you can add instructions and guidance to a directed independent learning session, DIL session, for students using labels in studyspace. The idea of this is to give a common format to the instructions that are put in each session, so that each time a student goes in, they become very familiar with the instructions and where they are and the order of doing activities. Let's have a look at an example. It might make it easier. First of all, I'm going to switch my role to student. If you don't know how to do that, you find the administration block in studyspace on the course. Just click on student, switch role and student. So I'm now in as a student. This is how the student will see one of the IT directed independent learning courses. It's in a grid format. That's going to be something that's set up for you, so you should have already the grid format. You don't need to do that. And each part of the grid, each section in the grid, is a separate DIL session. Let's have a look at what I mean by these labels. If I click on a particular DIL session, it starts off with, this is a studyspace label. It's got the instructions, it's got a little icon, like a target icon. This is the objectives for this week. The headphones indicates a video link. This Q&A symbol indicates there is a quiz with some instruction. And the final one we use is, if you like, this sort of document for anything else, like an activity, whether they're creating something in Word, PowerPoint, whatever, or they've got to complete something, so something general. They're the sort of labels. Yes, well, I might say it, they look nice, they look clean sort of format, and the students get familiar with them. For example, that's one particular week. If I pick another one on this course, yeah, I've got much the same thing. This has been set up by another teacher, but objectives, activity, video, and quiz. It does make it easier for the students to follow. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's a lot better than anything else. It just gives it a common format, look and feel. The key question is time. And like everybody, time is a problem. It's we don't want these labels and making the DIL looking good to take up too much time. It takes up enough time setting up the activity in the first place. So what we use in IT is we have some standard labels which you just copy and paste. Let me show you. First of all, let's switch back to my normal role. I think, yeah. So I'm going to go back to being a teacher. Stop laughing. And then I'm going to switch on editing. And let's go to this section. This is a section like a dummy DIL session that the students don't see, and all it's got in there is, oh, let's do it again. All it's got in there, you said, it should come up. Okay, all it's got in there is a bunch of dummy labels. In other words, you can see it's just got text ready to be overwritten, so I can use objectives, videos, etc. So let's say I was setting up a new DIL session and I want to set the objectives up. I just copy. I start my cursor down here below the text, go all the way up, make sure the text and the image is all highlighted. And I want to copy this. I use the way I copy is hold down the Control key and press C. That's Control C. That copies. Now I'm going to add, well, let's use this section here. I'm going to paste it here. I want some objectives in this new session. Click on Add an Activity or Resource. Go down, look for Label. Double click. In the little pop-up window that appears, just click your cursor into the box and then paste. I used to hold down the Control key and press V to paste. And you can see my image is there, my text. The only problem is, and I haven't figured out why, it doesn't copy across any of the nice little colours. Not the end of the world. You can leave it like this and just overwrite the text. But I'm just going to show you, I want this line, this one in bold, to be a nice blue as it was beginning. If I just highlight it, there's some icons at the top here. They're fairly self-explanatory. I can play with them. It just says select text colour. Well, lo and behold, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it blue. It's already bold. And then I would just go, you can go in and change the text to represent what you're doing in this session. Explain something, describe something. You get the idea. So the label's in place. It's in the right place. it looks fairly decent, and I just changed the text to represent the objectives for the session I'm working on. Just press save, and that's it. Let's just go down to that session I'm creating, which was that one there, I think. And there you go. So section 21, it's got the objectives for the day. And if I had some other things like, oh, I'm going to put in a video, I could copy the video label. Once again, just copy, I think you know the routine, add an activity, go down to the label and double click and paste it. Well, I'm here now, let's finish it. And then I'll just do save and return. Well, actually, it does give me the opportunity to show you one other thing quickly. If you want to move labels around, they're like anything else in studyspace. Let's go back to that section. I'm in editing. I've copied my two labels, and let's say I've changed the text. I'm setting up my particular DIL session. I can move things around. Obviously, I probably want the objectives at the top, but if I just click on this little cross symbol here, it's just like any other activity, a file or anything else. I can move around the labels to position them where I want. Let's get that. And it doesn't want to seem to do it. Go on, stop. There you go. So now the video's on top. And one other quick thing before you dash off, you can actually embed links in the labels. Let's go to edit the label. You might not want to do this too often, but that's a video link I've got there. And if I go down into it, if I wanted to actually embed a video, I just put a line of text, just highlight my line of text and just click on the chain symbol. The rest of it's much the same as what you've seen before. You then link whatever URL you're going to go to in there, so I can directly play the video from within the label. I think that's it. So that's using labels. Yes, there is time involved, but if you use the template labels, one, students get used to the look and feel of them, but it's quicker. And, you know, you get a smart looking DIL session, hopefully with not too much work. Thank you.